Hi everyone, it's Heather, and I just wanted to hop on here and try something different for you all. I wanted to show you how to set up a new group in Facebook. So I thought I'd just start a video. I'm going to try to stick as close to the script that I have come up with as possible. If I veer off of it a little bit, I apologize. I don't have it in front of me. My printer's not working, so I'm just going to try to do my best to stick with it. So this is a party that I've just set up, a group that I've just set up. This is the cover photo that I used. So what I'm going to do to create a brand new party in Facebook is go to my business page. So it will bring me to my business page. Then I scroll over here on the left-hand side and click groups. This will give me all of the groups that I have created, which is a lot. Then I scroll down just a little bit, and here you'll see create group. So all I'm going to do is click on that, and it just gives me a couple of prompts. I changed the name of the group. I believe I was calling this, my next host is Tanya's. I think I called it Love Your Kitchen Pampered Chef Party. Call it whatever you want, get creative. I'm not very creative with that. So I've just come up with something kind of quick for the month of February, and that's what I'm going to use. So, all right, so we hit create. That's all you have to do on this screen, very easy. What this is going to do is this is going to create a party, a group in Facebook, but it's originating from your business page. Super, super important. With Facebook jail, we need to be very careful and do it this way. It does want to add my personal profile here, but I'll show you, it will give me a prompt. I actually have to go and accept that invitation. So I'm going to click on create, and it will bring me directly into the new group. Okay. And it tells me that my business page has invited me to become a member. The first thing that I do, and this is again in the script that I've come up with, so you can refer to this video and you can refer to that script. I have upload photo. This is going to be my cover photo. And I've already gone in and created one. Here's Tanya's right here. You can use very basic cover photos. You don't need to have the host name in there. I've just started doing this in Canva. You can drag it around, make it look just how you want. It is a specific size, so you do have to play around with it. The ones that Marketing Imagery has for us are already perfectly to size, so you don't have to play around with them very much. So you might want to start off with that until you get really familiar with some kind of photo editing software like Online Photoshop or Canva. Another good one for certain uses, not necessarily this particular use, is PicCollage. That's a good one. I like to put a little button here that says click to order. I've had a lot of problems with hosts and guests not being able to find the ordering link. So I found that if I put this here and they click on it, it will not bring them to the party, but I'll show you what I do with it. I save this photo, make sure you save it. Okay, and when you click on the photo, it brings you here, and I add a description. This is where I put the host's ordering link. Okay, and this is Tanya. Okay, so I put the host's information, the ordering link right there. So now when somebody clicks on that and they see the description, it says to order and it has her information there. Okay, the next step that I do is I am going to be changing the group settings. And before I actually go in and change the group settings, I'm going to click on this more. That's where you'll find the group settings on a computer. I really recommend doing this on a computer because there are certain things that you cannot do from a phone or the app when you're setting up a party. So click on the more. And the first thing I like to do is pin it to my shortcuts so that if I go out and come back in, it's easy to find my party. Okay, so pin to shortcuts. Okay. right, brings me right back. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to click on more, and I'm going to edit group settings. This brings me into all sorts of settings you can play around with. The ones that I have told, I tell everybody to do, the ones that I do with every party. I have a couple of extra tabs open for Facebook, and one of them, especially when I have multiple parties that I'm setting up, I have 2 extra tabs set up, and both of them have a past party already pulled up, so I can just copy and paste. I don't have to have a document open or anything like that. So this one, it's Becky's New Year party, and under the description, I already have it pulled up. Now this was one that I did for a New Year's party, and I'm just going to copy it, bring it over here to the description and paste. Okay, and I'm just going to make a couple of changes. I'll say February is love month. Who is ready to fall in love with their kitchen? Join us for a week of inspiration cooking tips, and I usually mention the prizes. Make sure you go down and save after this, okay, after you make that change. Scroll back up. The next thing, it says your changes have been saved. The next thing that you want to do is add the app for SendShare. Okay, this is a must. This can only be done on a computer. It cannot be done on the Facebook app. So this is like the one thing you absolutely need a computer for. And it does take a while on some computers more than others. You may have to click wait. It does take a while to bring up all of the apps. I think as more apps are feeding into Facebook, it's going to be taking longer for this to pull up. And just sit there and wait. Now what this is going to do is this is going to give SendShare permission to post into your party. Super important, obviously. And if you don't do this, you will not find this group when you go to start posting with SendShare. So it's very important you take this step. And it takes a while. Okay. So here are all the apps that can feed into Facebook. I'm going to type in the first few letters of SendShare, and it pops up. Select that. You want to hit add. And you've added SendShare. Great. Okay. You see that my page is already in here because that's where I created the party. The only other thing that that I always do on here is customize the web address. This makes it super easy for the guests to find the party. And I tell my hosts it's really the easiest way to add people into the party is to send them this link, and they can't miss a notification or anything like that. So for this, I always do just like I do for the Pampered Chef, the Consultant's Corner website, I use the first name, last name, month and year of the party. So this one is Tanya Reynolds, and it's 0220, February 20. And I do that I keep that the same just so that I can have some sanity in all this. I like to just always use the same thing so I don't mess something up. If you mess up a link to the party, to the ordering website, people can't find it and they can't order. So, and you always get called out on it no matter what. So customize address, boom, done. Okay, so click save just to make sure everything is saved. And that's all you need to do on here. Okay, then you want to click on members. So what we're going to do next is get your group, get you added, your personal profile added as an admin. It's very important to do this so that SendShare can find the party. So this gets a little bit confusing. I did try to outline it in the script for doing this whole process. So hopefully you can keep up with it. It's just a lot of toggling back and forth between interacting as your business page and interacting as your personal page. When you are posting to this party, you always want to be under your business page so you don't get thrown in jail. But in order to set yourself up as an admin, you have to kind of go back and forth. So I've clicked on members, and right now it's showing only Your Pampered Chef, only my business page. Click on the interacting as, and you'll notice under my personal profile, it says join group. Click on that. It'll automatically switch you over to your personal page in a second. There you go. Okay, you want to switch back. So switch back to your business page. Find yourself here. We're going to add ourselves as admin. So find your personal profile there, make admin. Now you have to go and you have to send the invite. Then you have to go and accept the invite under your personal page. I know it's crazy. So click on this interacting as, switch over to your personal profile. And look, this should pop up, okay? You have been invited to become an admin of the group. You want to accept that. If this does not show up, there is a line in there on how to do that, and I'll show you in a second. But don't freak out if this doesn't pop up. So click accept. And now you're going to be an admin in the party. And again, you're in there as your personal profile. You want to get back over to your business page. Always just keep it as your business page whenever possible. If that box didn't show up asking you to accept the invitation to become an admin, all you have to do is, you're in members already. Oh, no, you're not. You're in discussion. Click on members. Find your personal profile. It will actually be down here. Find your personal profile, and it will say make admin. You want to do that in your personal profile, interacting as your personal profile. So before you switch over to your business page, you would want to make sure, if that box didn't come up, just go into the members, find your personal ID in there. It should be there because you joined the group, and then click those 3 dots, and you will find a thing that says, oop, I don't want to remove, don't do that. You will find something there that says make admin. And by doing that, it's almost like you're accepting the invitation. Okay, it's just kind of a back way to do that. But if that box pops up, you're golden. Okay, so now you see under admins and moderators, I have my business page and I have me. Okay. Let's see. One other thing, well, let's go in and add our welcome post. Okay, again, you want to make sure you're in there as your business page before you do this. All right, the welcome post is pretty easy because look up here, I have a past welcome post already pulled up. So this is one that I used at the beginning of during January. This is Becky's. Here are a couple things. I did not really put this in the notes as much. I may go back and change that. When you go in, I always go in and edit post so you can see the entire thing. But this is a little glitchy thing about Facebook. Take out, you're in the edit on this old party. Take out anywhere that there is the ordering link. I could go into all the reasons why. It's just that when you copy and paste it into a new party, even if you change that, sometimes Facebook links it to the old party, that old link, even though it's not there anymore. So it's just a glitch with Facebook. So if you do this, you will have no issues whatsoever. So I take out the link, I do a select all and a copy, come back over to my new party and just paste. All right, now we'll go through and change a few things in here. Obviously, we're going to change the host's name to Tanya Reynolds. And it pulled her up, so I'm gonna, even though she's not in the party yet. Oops, sorry. All right, let's see. Okay, Tanya Reynolds is having a party. I always put the Pampered Chef link. Right there in bold. You can, if you're doing this from a computer, make things bold and italicized. If you do that, you will only be able to change this post from a computer. So if you think that you're going to have to make changes to it for whatever reason, then you may want to not have those formatting little tricks in there. I do put this ordering link right there, so high up in the post. And the reason why is it becomes part of the sight line, where people don't have to hit the see more button to find that ordering link. Okay, so I'm trying to make that as visible to them as possible. Okay, so I just do a couple of formatting things. I changed the date that this will close. This is going to close on, let's see, tomorrow's the 17th to 24. Okay, change the name down here to, and then I also put the ordering link in here because they're reading about how do I order. So I'm going to put it down here too. Can't have the ordering link too much. We used to include it with most of our posts in the party, but that's a big no-no now with Facebook jail, so don't do that. Okay, make sure you get it right. I was not concentrating, so I hope I got it right. And I'm going to bold this too, because why not? Okay. Let's see. Same state as Tanya. All right, and then just some formatting things. Okay. All right, and I always add sometimes I make them myself. Sometimes I find things on the marketing imagery. Let's see where I found. Let me remember what I used. Okay, I used, where is it? Oh, there it is, right here. Okay, so these are the two that I used. All right, so I use a you're invited kind of, click join picture. And then I also do a picture of the current guest special, especially since this month for February is so good. So I open. Make sure it's in the order that I want. You can always click and drag it to the correct order and post. Okay. The last couple things you want to do is you want to make this an announcement. So click on the three dots, click on make announcement, mark as announcement, and then go back into that announcement post and click pin to top. Be aware though, it does not always show up at the top of the page for everybody. It depends on what device they're using, what browser they're using, if they're using the app or browser. We found that sometimes they don't see it. And notice that her ordering link is in that first line. Again, it might be truncated a little bit on a phone, but for computers, it gives it our best shot for this to be at the, above the sight line, above that see more. Okay, the last thing that you would need to do, and I'm not going to do it for you right now, you will need to switch over to your personal page and invite your host. That's the last thing. Or you can just send her the link and she will request to join, either way. So, and that's it for setting up a party. This party is ready to go. The next step after I do this will be ScentShare, linking the group in ScentShare, and then posting my opening posts. I like to have some opening posts in there and one game so that people do not join into the group and have nothing there. So that would be the next step, and I'll do that on a separate video. The step after that would be tomorrow morning. Right now it's Sunday night. Usually Monday morning I will message my hosts, let them know that I've created their party and added them to it. And then that's where my host coaching begins. So I hope this was helpful. And I hope you learned how to create this this group. I hope it's not so scary anymore. Use that script because I think that I stuck pretty close to it. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask me or ask your director. Thanks and have a good night.